Tuli Soroti n'omukulembeze Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine.
That will be having the president of the National Unity Platform party, and is already in the building, and we are going to be discussing about a range of issues. So what you have to do, make sure you do not touch your dial. Article Jakaita Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu about Bobi Wine nisi adakwana lomutoma radio alokyoga veritas bina marathoni kuno aneko mukwami alutiti radio ilokwenye tenati sekabuna stima simu anujeke unakona au misho abange setakon ejasi anotoma radio. Is actually accompanied by a lot of personalities and Toma radio, and I'm going to maybe allow strictly maybe to about 4 people just to introduce themselves before I bring in the president himself right here on the 91.5 Kyoga Veritas. I'm seeing the Secretary General of the building, and I want to welcome Luis to Kyoga Veritas. And this opportunity I want to give you to say hello to the public of our power. We are so much. And also still in the studios, I have Mama. Yes, welcome to Kyoga Veritas. Say hello to Apple of Teso.
Teso, Yoga Kere. My name is Lina, Mama Lina Zedriga, Deputy President, Northern Uganda. I'm excited to be here in Teso, in Soroti. Thank you. Yalama.
Yalama noi Toto Linda. And also a tomato go, a young kid Jokuche. Yes. Karibuni.
Yogana tekerkere yalama ngatekerne kupot ngakere kakiro renyere tisingokware Jonathan coordinator loteto sub region le patela NUP amito yamane jome kumamba boyo sana jokuma mate winyo one radio canteen utekere president one me pate menu nyinga okware Jonathan so tin amito ketu yiti winyo nukome president aro yamo tina boyo sana
Jakaita okware Jonathan, and of course the main man himself. Thanks so much for coming through, and welcome to Kyoga Veritas. At this moment, I want to allow you to say hello to the public of Teso.
Thank you very much for having us. My name is Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, aka Bobi Wine, aka Lakona. I'm very glad to be here in Soroti and by large Teso sub-region. I hope we have a good time and looking forward to meeting the masses in a few from now.
Thanks so much. Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi for making it a point to get to Teso and also Kyoga Veritas. Without wasting much time, I want to give you now the platform to talk to the people of Teso. They've been actually waiting for you, but finally you're here. Welcome to Teso, and maybe if you could take us through why are you here in Teso tonight?
Thank you very much. Yeah, unfortunately we are late, but better late than never. What our listeners don't know is that the police and military blocked all roads. We used only industrial roads to get here, and that's the reason why we are late. But like I said, never better late than never. We are here in Soroti. I'm not here alone. I'm here with the leaders, our leaders in Teso sub-region. Our Deputy President in charge of Northern Uganda, Secretary General, Mobilization Secretary, and other leaders. We are here not just to celebrate, not just to visit the people of Teso, but we are carrying a message of hope, a message of change, a message of transformation, a message of not giving up. The people of Teso have been subjugated for so long. Some of those, especially the young ones that were born in this operation, they think it is normal. They think it is okay. Like they say, a bird that was born in a cage thinks flying is abnormal. So the young people of Teso think it is okay to be poor. They think it's okay not to have rights. They think it's okay not to be represented. Many of them have not seen the days of glory here in Teso before their cattle were stolen, promised to be compensated, but not compensated. Many of the young people don't know that this region was a masterpiece in cotton production. Many of them have grown up only on the fantasy that there will be a processing plant for their fruits, especially oranges. So we are here to reassert that hope, to remind them that it is not a dream. It's possible and it's going to happen, but it's not going to come as a miracle.
Yeah.
You are going to have to be part of it. We've come here to restore that hope. And in the few minutes that we are here, I hope to share that and more in detail with my colleagues that are with us here today.
Okay. Thanks so much. And you've actually touched quite a lot of issues in just a brief kind of discussion or a talk. And one of the pressing issues that TESO as a region has been actually going through, or has been actually demanding, is basically the issue of the cattle compensation. I'm told actually from I think about 25 years ago, the ruling party right now has been actually promising people of TESO to compensate them, but nothing has been done. And also you touched the issue of poverty. Poverty is actually a biting thing right now in the region. And I don't know, under your leadership, what are the major issues that NUP is going to tackle besides the issue of compensation and of course the poverty, if given the vote from TESO?
Well, there are many things, but since we're in TESO, I'd rather focus on the challenges of TESO sub-region.
Yes.
You have mentioned it more than 25 years ago. It has always been promise after promise after promise. But I want to remind the people of TESO that the day Basaja Baraba wanted compensation, he got it in billions. The day Vitature wanted compensation, got it in billions. The day an Indian investor wants compensation, they get it in a matter of days. So the people of TESO just don't matter to the powers that be. They don't matter to General Museveni. He prefers actually to keep them poor because poor people are very easy to manage. Yeah. He will use a few of his people. He will pick an Anita Mongo Mukula there, give them billions, make sure he controls the common people. He does exactly like the colonialists did. They come, they pick one big person among you, they fatten them, make them rich, and then they use them to subjugate you. So we want to empower the people, the masses in TESO, by beginning with empowering their ability to hold leaders accountable. Once their vote matters, and those leaders know that if they don't deliver to their promises, people can vote them out, then that will be a game over. That's why we came initially and even up to now with the theme of people power is our power. We want to empower them, make their voice count, and make their dreams valid.
Okay. During our discussion today, we always have a weekend kind of a discussion on radio that's from 10 to midday. And one of the callers actually raised a very pertinent issue that I feel I should bring it for your attention. He said this is now the electoral kind of a period whereby most political parties tend to come to the region or rather move to different kind of regions looking for support. But most times after getting the support, they don't basically fulfill what they are going to, what basically tell the people. And they are saying that all politicians, all political parties know what the region has been going to do. Talk about the issue of poverty, talk about the issue of compensation and so forth. And they feel that most political parties are using that as actually to get a sympathy vote from the people of TESO. Away from that, what is your agenda for the people of TESO? Put aside the issue of the cattle compensation and also the poverty. What is your agenda for the people of TESO?
Thank you. For starters, we are not here for electioneering.
Yes.
You remember that even during the 2021 campaigns, we were not allowed to interact with the people of TESO. It was a battle of tear gas and bullets. Even while other political parties and groupings are allowed to meet the people, we don't meet them because our message is radical and straight to the point, and it is awakening. So we are not here just to look for votes. We are here to awaken the people in order to make a possibility of change even before elections, because we believe that dictators can be kicked out before, during, and after elections. Yeah. So not only here for electioneering, we're here for awakening, because we are not sure for how long we are going to be able to reach the people. We are here because the people persisted. Like I said, they pushed us in the periphery, dusty roads, but people defied and joined us to show solidarity. So it continues and it will continue that way. Yeah. What is our agenda for the people of TESO? I would say, first, by large, the people of Uganda, we want emancipation and liberation for the people of Uganda all of Uganda, not just Teso, not just Lango, not just Acholi, not just Buganda or Busoga or Bugishu, but all of Uganda. The problems of Teso are similar to the problems of Buganda, to the problems of Busoga, to the problems of Lango. They might just change a little bit in particulars, but generally they are the same. It is subjugation, it is enslavement on their own land. I'll give you a simple comparison. In northern Uganda, many parts of northern Uganda and Acholi land, they were great tobacco farmers. But when John Museveni came in and saw money there, they owned it up to ensure that they are the ones that controlling it. Not only that, go to Busoga. Sugarcane was their masterpiece. It was their bread and butter. General Museveni and his henchmen took it over to the extent that no Musoga today has the power over their sugarcane. A kilo of sugar used to buy 3,500, but a ton of sugarcane was at between 250 to 300,000 shillings. Not anymore. Today, a kilo of sugar is 5,000, but a ton of sugarcane is 50,000 shillings. Why? Because the profits have to actually go to one family, Museveni's family. You can name all those, gold, whether it's in Karamoja or in Buganda or in Busia. It belongs to Museveni's family. Every mine. Now here in Teso and in particular in Soroti, people used to be great cotton growers, but that is how it was destroyed. So we want to revamp the things that used to empower our people economically. It is not a dream. We are not reinventing the wheel. These things have happened before, and we just need to go back and pick where did these people destroy these things and how and why. We want to start by investigating those that grabbed that economy from the people of Teso. First, give it back to the people of Teso, but also make sure that those thieves pay for that. And also, over time, many things have come. I've not mentioned the flying school, which used to be the pride of Soroti. How does it look today? Look at the healthcare system. Is your healthcare system satisfactory? Are your health centers stocked with medicines? Look at your schools. Look at the infrastructure. Where we passed, I don't know what is in General Museveni's head, because they blocked us from using the main roads and pushed us to the destroyed roads as if they want us to see them and see what we have to begin with. So we want to revamp the infrastructure of this region. This region can be a game in this country. The people of Teso are so hardworking, so enterprising, so smart in their business acumenship, only if they are empowered by the powers.
It's exactly about Adakana Tomona Kanyare Lomar Sawana Sawani Kanyamon, Luchuti, Achibon or Okware, probably Adakana. This just to translate what the party president actually articulated. Yes,
Yalamano Taker Nepupokinga. Erai na paki na ijoko na lemi daro no Teso, apupuna neja president work. Iworton be alakunan. Iwamto on bengese buna alakunan no Teso. Oto makiro no ijeno ni Teso, itorito ni to mabala na Teso. Chakataka ngesi nerengeza kiro nera aitachila kituku. Ara uneko shio, agia una kolipolo na shoda inere nerbe. Je unaita cha kituku. Tenilo so ner kenge e balangesi be areja ikona voti aro eja ika mangeza kuganda ke polo be bunanga akino ni bale tesanyu be awaka kituku itacho enerengeza kiro ni kamanara bala nati awoko eja utene bale teso be bala ni teso ledu mnononi kapun luwa wapi roi tuko ni epoti tunga baka bolo to lailo gwato la nona kena jebu kumdelu bapi kwa nija kani kwenye bala ko lete sija so ni keda kituku wanyuno jobe ija ijo keda kuna kitu kichiri ja kile jerikani ni yare ikiro ja sai guo line pilao mamjilo sai guo kwenye kwa nade marone pogete woko la kitu kakile lujataroni akepo lobe apatani kidogo ani kwa itekeroni irami wesarami woro esa tuko motokan narai na elemi pogaroni balete so ejar inera ngeske na pipiro tau kenye babeita beite adamwe danyu ni to siteso ngese bunto rulolo ngesine mamungete buntara no ikampe ara mwa voting kwenye bunti ngesi anwaina kino na jiru na iguo kedoni teso be abeite ngese goike no to makino toro ni kere balete so ngese balar ngesi be ener ke getting so radio kwenye beti ngesa dolere aro square ngunu le kupete kirelo jasi munda adoro to maboys so da ataki na kuku KNR so yala manate kene jaki ngamta ya munuja tie winyo kumamda president wano ya mokopa tot ya mokopa mako dok me udo pore chulo job wano winyo kopugo geo buliera timere ka tuno kare me yer winyo jo yambe aro kilo aro chulo doke un mano bedo wer mote wer no job just mano tuko we one pingangalo wano udo votes one ka yero tieki yaro udo be ko me chulgo likatie sana te amuno jati winyo ko ngeo ga mate ya bedo gia mateni no bedo gia metuko arama be ate amokobugo ilito balango kumam ate winyo ka yamo kede lito metuko walo bino kana rapinyero ara pilel do bino yamo ko ate mako wan jo kumam kede jo teso dedede i region wan meteso apoye dedede jo ate ko kuno winyo ko me president ayamo ko daro yamo jatwero ot ka ene tie kede tuno same go isim go ipenja mimi to penji apoye sana.
Let me bring back for the president and just say, I'm actually for calls or comments and questions from the public corruption in this country. I remember during our the 10th point program of the NRM, corruption was one of the issues that we want to tackle, but it seems like it is one of the issues that are giving the NRM government. I don't know, as a national unity platform, how are you prepared to tackle the issue of corruption?
Thanks to deal with.
Yes.
Maybe we just didn't understand them. Maybe they promised that they would be the most corrupt people and they would win the award for most corrupt government in Africa. Okay. And I believe they live to their promise. But on a serious note, we intend to be the direct opposite of NRM. And that we are not only doing it, we are not only promising to do it when we take power. Because the things that we believe in, we practice even during the struggle, even before we get power. I have warned everybody under my leadership that if you touch taxpayers' money, your hand will not leave that bag. And we have demonstrated it. You have seen that the NRM, their currency, their exchange model is corruption. They hook the leaders with corruption so that those leaders can't say truth to power. But also, corruption is their exchange. Now, by so doing, they've been able to compromise so many. You can only tell a Ugandan by the way they love Uganda. And Uganda is not the land or the trees. Uganda is the people. Look, excuse me. Look at how the man is treating Ugandans. Look at how the man is underdeveloping our country. Look at how the man is destroying every single sector in this country. Can you really say Museveni is a Ugandan? That's a question for you. Let's take the calls.
Thank you. Now, atakir namba lisimu engara nupana akuse miseta to Bobi Chablani abuta Bobi wine inotuma radio. Namba kalisimu engara. Let's pick up these people. Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon, Victor.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm okay. This is John Kennedy. I am all the way from Osamidola, Purisaku County, District.
Yes.
Mr. President, thank you so much for the issues you're raising.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes. But for me, the problem is that we in Deso, some of us as the youth, if we try to mention something like let's start this government of President Museveni, they tell us that if we start this government, again we shall go back to the bush, this place where can we run? People are just seated in fear in Deso here. Maybe if you have come with fix that kind of remove, then we're ready to support you. This is John Kenneth.
Thanks so much, John Kenneth. Hello. Hello. Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, good evening.
How are you today?
Good. This is John Kenneth from Anyara.
John, yes.
Yes, actually, for me, President, thank you first of all for coming to give a message.
Thank you, John the Great.
So actually, for me, the problem which I'm seeing here in that of people, first of all, let's be educated like what we are now doing from there. Because some people doesn't know even how that situation is even taking them in a tough way. Some of them say like, we have used stuff with our condition, eh? So for them, they think like, we don't mind. We just use with what? With the condition which we are in now. So some are given the house, some are what? But now, if you are there, we encourage them. I think some will understand because for us here, just, carrying down. You wait now in time for election to scare what? So, truth is not what you believe here in our country. You are the one who speaks like you want to speak the truth. You are the one with an enemy. You are like Moses. You are like Moses and the children of Israel.
Okay.
Yes, when Moses went to rescue the children of Israel.
Yes.
They look like it was even better for them to remain suffering in the promised land because they saw a lot of strange things in their life, like crossing the Red Sea and so forth. So pulling out the Israel from the scenario they're in now. It's very hard that.
Thank you.
I know it's an educating them like that. More better and much better.
Okay. Thank you so much, John. Hello.
Yes, Big Sam.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Your name?
My name is Kola Emmanuel.
Yes, Amra. What is your question? Oh, yes. What's your question to the president?
For me, I'm just want to thank the president of Luke,
Yes.
for the work he has. But my friend, let us try to do whatever we can do. Because this Uganda of today, they are lacking jobs as the youth. You try and sorry, don't forgive us. Let us try to mobilize. By the way, my question to you now.
What's the question?
You bring what is called down here we don't have those sports, yeah? Try to register people in that party. We need down part here so that we shall try to win those. Yes.
Okay, thanks so much. Issue of participation. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Fine. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm called David from Ame.
David, what is your question to the president of NUP?
I have a question to the president.
Okay.
I want to President Kablanyi first of all to answer for me. If we give him to be the president of Uganda, he's going to bring back the time limit.
Okay.
Then the second thing, I want to clarify on this thing because NRM always tries to spoil his name here in the region, and people may not even vote for him because of that. This NRM guys always come here telling people that Kablanyi is supported by the homosexuals. Is it true or not?
Okay, thank you so much. Your response to you as well. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm good, and you? How are
Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Calvin from Katakwe.
Yes, Calvin.
My simple question to the president, our upcoming president of the Republic of Uganda is now.
Yeah.
So we go there, the picture of board. 2026.
Yes.
Only so I'm sitting academy.
Hello. Sorry. Hello. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, how are you today?
I'm okay. Good afternoon.
Fine. Your name and where you calling from?
This is Sabat calling on from Labori.
Right.
Yes. Actually, I just wanted to request our president. But this contact for us was a school in Teso region because we don't have a school here for caterpillars, tractors, excavators, and so forth. Yeah, we are lacking, and Teso is a very big sub-region in Uganda.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all my concern.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Fine. Your name and where you calling from?
This is a Philip Enamo from Kamoda.
Yes, Enamo.
Yes, I want to congratulate the president because they have been wrong for him to come to this one again.
True.
So, my request to my president is good enough to see what is happening all over the country. So I want to request my people and the party itself. So it is most of the youth who are suffering. The area. Now, one has to be harmed together so that we can have the party so that we see more courage to the things and we can overpower the situation which is now on us. So we will need to it is true that the education is a giver. But actually, the things are hidden by those yeah.
Thank you so much. Let the cap strictly only at 2 callers and get back to the studio. Hello. Yes, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Very good. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Apollo. I'm a man. I'm a German Angola.
Yes, that is Soroti.
My question was to the president is like this. I wanted them to unite as a position.
Yes.
Let them unite at the company unite with to remove President Museveni. We are really tired of NRM. And I think Gabriel is still my president. Even if he's not the president, but he's my president. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Last call for now. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
We are not grateful, but I'm honorable to be there in the radio very.
What is your name, my brother?
My name is Bobi. I'm a chairman of the Secretary.
Yes, what is your question to the president?
I was just congratulating the president to come and talk to the radio when we are hearing like that. At least apply Museveni because God will stop the line. But you have no good point either you can enter the power or you can change their mind after entering the power.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point.
If you go to rule Uganda, if you need something, I think you rule Uganda. But let us just not get the other one. Let him talk to people he goes. Let the people he goes.
Yeah.
Here they have found the route to the very bad route. Not giving you the main road to part on main road. Thank you, Mr. Dabong. I will get William.
Thanks so much, William. Let's stop right here due to a time. And let me give back the microphone to...
Thank you. Thank you very much. These are very intriguing questions. I want to start with David. He asked a very important question, and I'm very glad that I've gotten chance to be on radio. Yes. Let me answer this question before the radio switched off. Yes. He said that people keep, NRM people keep moving around saying that I'm supported by the homosexuals. You see, General Museveni and his people, they don't have anything to talk about me or my team. They know what we're saying is the truth. So they cannot come and say we are lying. They cannot say we are lying, he's not a dictator. They cannot say he has not overstayed in power. They cannot say they are not corrupt. So, originally when we came up as people power, they said we are devil worshippers because we put on red. Then they remembered other leaders had put on red before. Then this other man who died said we are terrorists. That did not work. Then they came up with another. They said, that party is only for Baganda. And then the Ugandans keep surprising them everywhere we go. People think like us. Then they came up with another story. They said, those ones are working for white people. They want to bring back colonialists because they know that we are international. We are friends with various presidents across the world.
Yeah.
Now, they came up with another story. They said, now those people are supported by homosexuals. But look at me. They don't tell the people, the world, that I was banned from going to UK for 10 years because of expressing my views in that regard. But again, General Museveni has been always using that homosexuality button as a way to divert hate and tiredness of the people. You will notice that Museveni's people, Andrew Mwenda and Fox Odoi, in 2014, was it 2014, when they first passed that Anti-Homosexuality Act?
Yes.
They are the ones that went and fought it. You understand? And now they keep bouncing it back and forth because they know as Ugandans we are conservative and we are religious and all that. So they are trying to take us into their homosexual talk, which we are not going to go into, because now we are not looking at their homosexuality issues as our main challenge today. Our main challenge today is that we are slaves in our country. So we are focusing on our freedom. We are focusing on ending the corruption. We are focusing on transforming our lives. So they bring that as a diversion. I have encouraged Ugandans time and again not to be diverted by Museveni's homosexual talk. If Museveni is enjoying his homosexuality, that is his problem, and his Andrew Mwenda and his Fox Odoi. Okay? Our war now is against poverty, against slavery, transforming our lives. So it's important to communicate that. Secondly, everybody knows Bobi. Don't they know Bobi? Is Bobi a man? Anyway, I won't take too much time on Museveni's homosexual talk. But I will also remind you that those are the things that they use to cover up for the dead employment, to cover up for the dilapidated infrastructure and all the nonsense that comes with this regime.
Yeah.
So I will go to the very first question. Somebody asked what we are going to do to debunk the lies and the fear that they keep putting in the people. The fear that when Museveni goes, there will be violence. There won't be violence. There was no violence until Museveni came. Museveni started violence in the 70s. Museveni brought back violence in the 80s. Museveni has brought violence to us. Museveni practiced violence on our grandfathers and grandmothers. Museveni meted violence on our fathers and mothers. Museveni has meted violence on us, the grandchildren. So when Museveni goes, he will go with his violence. We are strong. We are young. We are many. If we wanted a war, we would start a war. But we know that violence only begets violence. We want to usher in a peaceful Uganda so that even when we are leaving power, we leave it peacefully. We want to usher in democracy. That is the new thing that we want to bring to Uganda because it has never happened before. What Mandela brought in South Africa is what we're trying to bring in Uganda.
Yeah.
And Ugandans are supporting us and we are going to win. Now, our brother John the Great from Anyara also asked us about the ignorance of the people. I know that our people have been deliberately kept ignorant about their rights, ignorant about what they deserve. They think it's normal. Like I said, you know, when a bird that is born in a cage sees other birds flying, they think they are abnormal because it has been kept in slavery for so long. I want to tell the people of Teso, you deserve better, you should get better, and we are going to deliver better to you because this is possible and this is going to happen. For as long as we all wake up and know that this is our country, there's no other country. And people change their communities and their countries in their youthful years. So please join us and let's change this in our youthful years. We have our future ahead of us. Museveni and his people, their future is already behind them. So everything is a good factor and a positive factor for us. Don't give up. Let's keep going. We shall going to win and we must win. Now, yes, Amoriat Emmanuel encouraged us, and I agree with him, that we should go further down to the commonest person. Yes, we have our structures there, the known and the unknown. And we continue to do that. And I'm glad that I'm here with our local leaders. They will push that forward. God willing, we shall all come back at a later date.
Okay.
David was asking about term limits. I think that is no question, really. We fought to restore our term limits, although I was not in parliament. But Museveni used the gun and removed them. We fought to save the age limit, but Museveni used the gun and changed our constitution. So once Museveni goes, we are going to rehabilitate our constitution. Museveni keeps raping it. We are going to rehabilitate our constitution and not only have a constitution, but have constitutionalism, a leadership that is anchored on the constitution of Uganda. Last but not least, Calvin from Katakwi asked how we will support the youth. Of course, the youth are unemployed. I've already mentioned some of the few things that we want to do first to ensure that our young people are employed as soon as we are in power. And that is no rocket science. Agriculture is the biggest employer. If it's empowered enough to give returns to our people, it will employ masses. But again, we shall go as far as even tapping into our education to ensure that our education produces employable people, skilled people, and productive people. So, and I had one of the callers ask that we should help establish tertiary institutions that train skills. That is absolutely agreeable with us. Also, the infrastructure. You'll notice that part of the problem is our dead infrastructure. Imagine when there was a railway road that was going through Teso, how many young people it would employ, and how much business depended on it. Imagine if electricity was reaching every other corner of Teso, how much transformation would be there. So those we know, those we are going to deal with. Lastly, our brother, I think it was George William, he said we should unite. Please repeat that every time you call, whenever there is an opposition leader, even if it's not NUP, whether UPC, DP, FDC, or even right-thinking NRM, please ask them to unite. It has been our effort to unite with many of our brothers. But we also know that the regime wants to keep us divided, because when we unite, that will be the end of them. So they keep us divided, but we don't give up on the efforts of unity. I want to thank you very much, but I will also request that we hear from my Deputy President, Mama Lina Zedriga. We hear from our Secretary General, and we get to hear from our local leaders as well before we leave.
Thanks so much, His Excellency. Yes, Mama, maybe let me give you a story about 2-3 minutes, because that time is actually now spent. This will the President to address the crowd in the square. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Mine is to say for the people in this region that we are here to reclaim our dignity, our identity, our voice, our power. The people of northern Uganda, the people of Teso sub-region, the people of Karamoja, the women. This struggle is not only for the men and the young men. It is also for us. I am 60 plus years old. I need all of you out, because for us, as we birth life in an environment that is here to kill life, we have a duty of care. So let us come together and listen. Let us come together and resolve. Let us come together and demystify, because we are equal by right. And as women we lead, the others will follow.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. See you there. See you there. See you there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, our people, for listening in to the president. I want to appreciate those of you who called in. Thank you for the support from every corner of Teso. Those of you who are in Soroti, please move quickly to Arrow Square. The president is going to be with you this afternoon. So please, whatever you're doing, do it quickly and move to Arrow Square. We shall be with you to discuss more. But I want to say, we are fighting for freedom, we are fighting for liberation, and we believe that the people of Teso, like the president said, deserve better. You deserve better education, better healthcare, better roads. You deserve to have a rail line in this place. You deserve to have, we've been told that the regime came here, the Museveni government came here telling you, please grow fruits, grow oranges. But now you don't have a factory. You don't even, now they are just rotting in the gardens and that kind of thing. So we are here to say that if we tackle corruption, especially, because many people ask us, how do we fix Uganda? The biggest problem in Uganda is corruption. We lose over 10 trillion shillings every year, according to the IGG, in corruption. You can imagine if we are able, under the able leadership of our president, to save that money and what it can do. That money can build good schools. We are going through Teso yesterday, different villages and districts on our way to Abim, where we were yesterday. And you could see young children walking on foot, hungry. Many are not even in school. They are not studying. So, UPE is a sham in many places. US is a sham. So we want to fix our country. We shall invest our money, your money actually, because it is you who pay these taxes. Yeah. We shall invest your money in the right things. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Yes.
Atekera akirole polo kune kotona chekina kupani kakiro rai machu anole unisarai secretary for informal sector, national sector informal sector, national unity platform konyibo rekonate karacho kina kopokwana utapuga na isavenga lupoko cha loko being into an I political agenda of the region. They want to charge us property tax amusiri ni walk doko ane sabale utomso asombolo ajokak ijabe na mutego na PDM kopani ikame tonga le PDM ngini pak ngini kopani tonga just kede loan in etone golda police da alone anga liko kosomero
Checho Soroti President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine ebigamba byogedde ku radio Soroti era ensonga zituuse bulungi atoyanziza nnyo abaana b'e Soroti okuba nti muwuliriza ebigambo ya President ate nga mumwaniriza musanyu ekika ekya waggulu mwebale kumwaniriza kaakati nno tugwere wali ku venue gye bategesewo tugenda okuba naye ebigamba bitugambe era ensonga tuziwulire bulungi nnyo era buli kimu kituuke bulungi nnyo nga tuli n'omukulembeze w'eggwanga Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine olwate zizookezidde okunywa nga tuli ne President Kyagulanyi nga tuli n'omukulembeze waffe buli kimu tukikole bulungi kimu tukitambuze bulungi tusobola okuyagalira mu ggwanga lyaffe tusobola okuyagalira mu nsi yaffe era Uganda olwegende mu maaso ng'omukulembeze gwe twagala gwe twekkiririzaamu gwe twalonda gwe twagala gwe tweyagaliza bannayuganda ffena Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine nga yakutte entebe eggwanga laffe ligende mu maaso eggwanga laffe tulyeyagaliremu eggwanga laffe tulyesiimiremu eggwanga laffe tulizimbe eggwanga laffe lituzimbe tusobole okugenda mu maaso buli kimu nga kitambulira ddala nga bwe kirina okuba era n'abaana baffe n'abazzukulu baffe buli muntu asange Uganda wamaggwe nga yeesiimisa nga nsi nnungi nsi ya mirembe ate nga nsi erimu enkulaakulana ey'omuggundu enkulaakulana eyannamaddala enkulaakulana eggwanidde enkulaakulana esaanidde kubanga tusaanidde era nga kirina okuba bwe kityo kubanga Uganda we waka waffe tetulinayo waka walala n'olwekyo mwenna gye muli bannayuganda tusitukiremu tulyoka kye tukola tutaase eggwanga laffe tutaase ensi yaffe tutaase Uganda
Peredo Roenarem Kokolak. Ibuli kasika de sirigi ni kopani. Aja unise sike de sirigi. Ebe aina kinesi. Konye mami doni isirigi ni ngun. Kopani kotesi aja unisoke de Afugani kosi. Our president Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Dono if you give us the mandate, losi so I dukun our Uganda. Yalama no yatekere kere kata kukede kapera byonga. Yalama no.
Yalama no yatekere ekakiro lupe. Meshulamu alomunite nga sureti otemulo atemasi yo Soroti district do bare chapa sonda akotongo bon ashalam kina tekero kingani na kereda ashalam kini ipolisi ni ber ebe ageu na nani jau ne president imame berenwe roko akotonga irami tunga kere ebe edi aro square na ara bete president aje ikinene rila jokan do mamnga koto oni tunga lo teso akurianu kotonga temare be imame one pato teso oisi tunga la ngalo nebe ipate lo rale mugana isolu jaine iraisi teso dogo bo isolu ko ligesije one pate luke ditungalu opotu oni kere enokata kim tidereko ketinyamat ijo ni kere yala manoi people power
our power.
Yes,
Sako nga temar bata kere yala mama muna chenjene sawa na nyamita sawa na lo Star Square aka yala mbona ja siteso le no mutisimun abetani obeje support egangata okay president 2026 ida bunito ngobale coordinator lo besa wadi kistoki beta wadi kistoki age ono kwa tena bongo kwa pungi na kere so ngunu kere le kupete opota aro square ngula mepeda bunereda ibun sabrete no chalo ebesa wadi ka structures ida also district ida also county biko nsa wadi ko otemwan oparishes na bongo to villages people power
Our power.
Thank you so much.
Yala Manoi.
And maybe let me give Honorable Chamberlain maybe just a minute to say something.
Well, I will just say thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for hosting us. Not so many radios host us. Thank you very much, dear listeners, for listening to us. My request is that the message you had here, please share it. Those that have had it on social media, keep sharing it. That social media, that TikTok, that Facebook, that Twitter, that Instagram is very important. Make sure that you also play your part. For those that are leaders or are interested in leadership, please come out and lead. Yeah. Run for those positions. If you don't vie for those positions, you are going to continue to be led or represented, or rather misrepresented by thieves. Vie for all those positions of leadership, right from LC1 up to parliament or even president. You know, you are not too young to represent yourself. You young people that just left senior 6, you just left university, you were a leader in school, you are a leader in your place, you're a leader on your border stage. Believe in yourself. You young people are the hope for this country. Don't leave politics to only politicians. Get involved, because if you don't get involved, then you are resigning to slavery. Thank you very much. See you in a few minutes at the Arrow Square.
Thank you so
Yala
much.
Manoi.
Yala manoi.
Mapo Media TV. Yes, bagada bafe abaliko Mapo Media TV botcho botwade mo radio. Radio wano mo KVR radio, the real voice 91.5 FM. Okay, twegweko waliyo square. Okay, kanso kenve konko byebyo omukulembeze Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi obaka butuwadde tweyanze enkyukakyuka eri mu mikono gy'ogwe Munnayuganda ndaba tewali mulala wabula gwe student enkyukakyuka mu mikono gyo n'ekyo kola kyoteekeddwa okukola kyosobola okukola kyonna sokola nga tufuna enkyukakyuka tuguba nakimala ensi yaffe okutambula obulungi abaana b'etteeso aramanoi